this is the F-Zero. Taken apart, exploded view. I'll show you guys how to put it together. Let's start at the back end. We'll do engines first. So we're doing Avon Warp engines. This is the assembled engine. This is disassembled. So here's the actual engine connected to an Avon Tech block. This Avon Tech block is the foundational structure that all of these Nova cowlings are going to attach to. So top and bottom. And then you have to download the Constellation Fuel Jumper mod to get bad tech parts, which gives you access to these sideways Nova cowlings. Lets you do this. All your guns go on top of that Nova cowling right there. Now I'll show you how I did that. So like there's 3 guns. All you gotta do is make 3 Nova cowlings, flip one of them. Okay? Then you put a gun on each. And because I have easier ship building, better ship part flips, and better ship part snaps installed, I can just grab these, snap them. And then I can pull one cowling off and all the weapons have converged onto the single cowling. Then you can delete the extras. You have all your guns in the same spot. But we don't need that one because we already have our guns right there. That was a copy. Alright, so we've got our main body is a 1x1 Nova Galactic Engineering. This comes from Graph's Habs. There's a ton of 1x1s that are super cool and they're all Nova style, which is why I went with the Nova cockpit and everything. Just because I wanted a Graph's Hab. I started with the Habitat. The bay comes from one-of-a-kind ships. So that's a screen door bay. Let me zoom in on this. You can see that's just a little door on the bottom of the 1x1. Now we're doing the Magellan cockpit. This is the Dark Star Magellan, so it's better. It just has better stats, and it's like lighter. Now, all of our essentials. Let's get those put on there. Here's a shield. Here's a docker. So you just put it like close to where it needs to be, then you highlight your ship and you press A 2 times. Classic. Move there. Now the same way I put all my weapons on this cowling, I put all of my equipment here, so the comm spike, the conduction grid, and the scan jammer, all on the same equipment plate, using the exact same method. So that equipment plate goes there. Now we've got our reactor coming from the J-type Star Wars ship. The J-type Star Wars ship, another mod. You get that super tiny C-class reactor. And then here's the Monarch A-class hyperdrive. That comes from the N1, the Mandalorian N1 Star Wars ship. Same with the fuel. Super tiny fuel. Let me zoom out. There it is. So just hide that. And then we've got our cargo. 56,000 shielded cargo. Crazy. All that on there. Okay, all our essentials. Now, on the top side, put a couple of Nova cowlings. And that just makes a better line on the cockpit. See that? Let me move my camera up. Yeah. Now this... Oh, okay, I'll put that on later. This attaches right there. Okay. So that lines up perfectly with the backside of that cowling. Now there's that little gap right there underneath the decorative engine, the edge tail. So I put that right there. That fills in that gap. It's just an upside down Nova cowling. Now, here's kind of a complex part, the tail. So let's do this tail assembly. We have the Avon Tech fin attached to a Avon Tech corner top 4-piece. That corner top 4-piece is attached to an Avon Tech block. This piece is attached to an Avon Tech block. Now this is just to adjust the spacing between them. But this Avon Tech block goes here. And then you grab the piece with the fin, and that goes right there. Fully assembled tail. Now you pull your 1x1 habitat out, grab your tail, snap it on the back side, then use left bumper to highlight this whole thing and put your 1x1 back. Now you got a little tail sticking up right there in between the two fins. Okay. Now these engines, hopefully, they snap onto the sides like I'm expecting. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, no, these don't go on yet, I think. If I'm not mistaken, these go first. So these are separate, right? But once they're attached to the habitat, perfectly spaced like that. So these just, those snap points on the side there, those side snap points snap onto the side of the habitat. Just go like this. Now we have snap points for the engines. So those can go right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Now once again, pull your habitat out. Then take your landing gears, your Dark Star landing gears, just pop them on there, highlight this whole thing with left bumper again, and put your habitat back where it goes. Okay. Now the wings, same deal. Pull your habitat back out. Take your wings, put them on the side of your habitat. Now take that whole assembly and put it back, put your habitat back where it goes. Now, at this point, you are done. It's nominal. If you see that you have items below your landing bay because at some point you highlighted your ship and you moved it up, you see that error code appear right there? All modules must be above landing bay. That's because we're using Avon Tech blocks. Okay, so if you want to fix that, highlight your ship and then move it up or down. So say I don't know what direction to go and I move it up and press A. I still have an error. Oh no. Highlight my ship. Move it up. Press A. What's going on? I can't get rid of the error. Okay. Move it down. Yeah? Now let's try going further down. Still nominal. Let's go further down. Ah. So see that? There's a space of about 2 grid markers. And that is the space where you spawned your Avon Tech blocks. So whatever level on the grid vertically that you spawn your blocks, that's your nominal zone. Once you move your ship out of that, you get the error code. So just so you know, if you finished everything and you've got that error code, that's how you fix it. Move it up and down, check it every level until you get it nominal. But yeah, that's the ship. I painted mine like this. I'll show you. I went with color 1, dark gray, color 2, dark gray, color 3, take it over to blue. Like that. Max the saturation and then like make it just like kind of not too dark, bright enough to see. There you go. Easy paint job. This whole thing is super cool. The glowing Avon Tech stuff, the way it flies is awesome, and these connect perfectly because those Avon Tech blocks, it's just, I don't know, it lines up so well. I had to show people like this front end. Awesome. Okay, let's take it up to space. I'm gonna hit cancel modification because I want to keep the paint job that I got. Entry into the ship is just the door that we put on the bottom. Sometimes you gotta jump.
This is where I belong.
Now those Avon Tech Traveler parts poke into the ship a little bit. You can see that block right there. But because we're using the engineering 1x1, it just goes into the equipment. So that space was inaccessible anyway. And yeah. Inside this Graphs Hab you get a industrial workstation. You also get a computer which does nothing. You can access it, but it does nothing. Maybe there's something it does, but I don't know.
What's new?
Here's our
Yeah, what is it?
Dark Star cockpit. Now I got weird glasses on my character, so if I go first person, you can see the glasses, which is kind of annoying. I might take those off. But here's the ship. Let's take it up into space. Because I'm taking off from an outpost, I'm probably going to get the glitch where the parts rotate. Yeah, you can see everything rotate 45 degrees. Since you might get that glitch too, let's show you how to fix that. It's so annoying that that happens, but it's okay.
Orbital insertion done.
Let's go ahead and take it down to a more familiar planet. Where is this? Where is this? It's a civilian outpost. We're gonna go to Aquila. Alright. So if you get the error where all your stuff rotates and your parts look all weird, just go to a regular
Anything I can help you with?
dock or port, sorry, regular port.
Hey,
Talk to the
what can I
shipbuilder,
do? Okay, no problem.
and you just swap to a different ship. Any ship will do. I got the Fat Bat. I got this one that I stole. This one, the Ring of Fire, is pretty sweet. The Freestar Fox Bat. Another build kind of similar to the one we just made, but kind of more low-key. Got this one. Anyway, so you swap to anything, and then swap back, and then that should remedy the situation with our rotated parts. Yes, everything's fixed. Okay. Now let's take this up for a proper tour of the ship. I would like to see it take off without the parts being skewed.
Talk to me.
My Aquila City's cold.
Engines firing.
Perfect, okay. We don't have rotated parts now. And those little boxes on top, on the right and left side, those have our guns inside of them, like perfectly lined up inside. I'll show you real quick when we fire the weapons. It actually looks kind of cool. Okay. So here she is in flight. We are at 1800, I think 1889 is our top speed. That's with Samco on board. So let's take a look at these weapons. We've got right trigger, left trigger, triangle. Now, when they're firing, they're coming out of that box right there. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah. So you can kind of see it lighting up. Oops. You can even see the guns inside there if you look close, those little circles. Those are the actual guns. I thought that was the best spot to put them, so on top of that reverse face Nova cowling just worked out perfectly. The side profile, beautiful. Man, I really like the side profile of this ship. Yeah, there she is in flight. Really fast. Decent shields. You get this after image because of that Avon-Tech tail that's on it. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe an update will fix that one day, or it might always be broken. I don't know. I might only see it because I have a camera mod on that makes my camera be farther away. But yeah, that's the ship. It's small on the inside, but it's practical, you know? It'll get you through the end game. With these Dark Star parts, it is powerful. But yeah, I'm going to post this up on the YouTube. I'll put it on X as well. If you guys have any questions, you could just leave comments or, you know, complaints, anything
Got my attention,
on the video, and I'll try to respond. All right. Let me go here, and I'll just leave out the video. I'll end the video with a view of the ship here, so have sort of outro, or at least I'll have a marker where I know where the end of the video is. Man, I really like how that tail lines up at the back end. And the side profile, ooh-wee. Yeah, this is my favorite ship right now. Hands down. Usually the ship I've made most recently is my favorite ship, but yeah. Alright, y'all. Catch you later.